Hi guys, this is Ryan from KidsTabletWiFi.com, and today we're going to go through the Polaroid Kids Tablet 2. We'll get it unboxed, talk about some of the specs, and then go through the content that's included on the tablet, and that will be our video. Alright, so in the box what we have is a USB charger that connects to this wall charger. You get the customer toll-free number, and they are open Monday through Friday 8 to 10, so that if something happens on the weekend you're kind of just stuck. And you get a quick start guide, which is almost like a giant map. It unfolds and you can see basically everything you need to get started on it. And then you get your Polaroid tablet. It does come with some charge on it, about half the battery. I've already set up some of the parental controls and been playing through some of the games and stuff and checking it out. So we'll get into that right after the specs. Alright, let's talk about all the specs on this tablet. It is a 7-inch screen corner to corner. It has a 1024 by 600 resolution. As you can see, I'm showing you a photo here. It's actually really bright, pretty well defined. So definitely a pretty good screen. It has a dual core processor. It's a 1.6 gigahertz Cortex A9. Doesn't seem to be particularly fast as far as loading apps compared to some of the other ones that are rated a little slower, seem to actually load faster. It does have a gigabyte of RAM. It has 8 gigabytes of internal memory, and it can be expanded with a regular size SD card on the side. Some other things on the side that you have is you have an automatic lock button, so they can't turn the tablet on or change anything or use any of the buttons on it. You have your mini USB, your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and your microphone. It does come with 2 speakers. They're on the front or top and left depending on landscape or portrait mode. You have 2 cameras, one right here and one in the rear. I believe there's 1.3 megapixel. They're not great, but they're not bad either. And some other things about it is it does have Wi-Fi, and it has a rechargeable battery built in. The battery doesn't seem to be particularly good. I'm guessing with Wi-Fi active you're going to get 3 to 5 hours of use, and that's pretty much everything, except for you will have an accelerometer, so you can move it back and forth and do racing games and stuff like that. So that concludes specs, and we're going to get into the content and talk about everything that comes preloaded on this tablet. Alright, so let's talk about some of the content on here. Your first page right here, you'll have the app shop, and you have flashing ads all the time. I don't really understand why that's in the child mode. Another thing I don't really like is all they have to do is hit the button up there and it shows them all the apps. I don't understand why it's not locked. And this is in safe mode, so if I go to settings, even when you put it in safe mode, that means that they can't make purchases, but they can still get to all the apps without a password. So I'm not really sure what they're thinking with that. But anyways, let's move on. The kids cam, you can take pictures or you can take videos, and again it has 2 cameras. They got some special effects and stuff like that, so you can make little faces and stuff and just make funny pictures. So that's kind of a neat little camera idea. Your videos will store in there. You also have the music studio, so if you add stuff with your SD card or you download music, it'll be in there. The Maxton KidSafe web browser, pretty simple to use. I already added a couple URLs just to check it out, but you just hit the plus button, ask for your password, and then you just type in the URL wherever you would like them to be able to go, and it lets them go to those websites. And those are the only ones that will be available. They won't be able to do searches or anything like that. As far as books go, it's probably one of the best options about this tablet is you have Disney, Marvel, and the digital books. Some of these are read to you, some of them you have to read. Most of them are very interactive, and you can basically go around like they have a Winnie the Pooh. You find honey pots. They have a Mickey Mouse where you take pictures of animals and learn to count with the book, and just different stuff like that. As far as draw, you can get a stylus, and they've got all kinds of stuff. You see a paintbrush, colored pencil, crayons, markers, and there's just all kinds of fun different colors and stuff. And I can make little stars and stuff like that. So it's that's probably one of the best things that they have about that. So there's some creative side to this tablet. As far as the arcade games go, they're going to remind you like the free games like that you can get on. I know that one in particular is on the Xbox. They're just like the 16-bit games that you would have found on the Super Nintendo years and years ago. And then we have the Talking Ginger, and I just added some of the stuff to show you more. Like you have the Story Theater where you get to make your own story and make some sounds and stuff like that throughout the book, and it kind of like just lets you make your own book with Buzz and Woody, and you get to be in different places, the Arctic or the Western or wherever. Every kid's tablet this year is coming with Toon goggles. It's a free edition. You can see it up there. Again, it just lets me into all the apps. I'm not really sure why that does that. It should lock them into the Kids Zone, but I'm not really sure. Maybe they'll get that on the update. You also get some Cartoon Network videos, and they're just short, like little 1-minute clips of characters from Cartoon Network. That's pretty much it. You're not going to have a whole lot of educational content on this. The last thing I really want to mention is you do have the Amazon App Store, One Mobile Market, Opera 12, the Slide Me Market, GetJar, and Moby Hand. So you have lots of app stores to choose from to go get books and games and apps and movies and TV clips and all kinds of stuff like that. So they did give you lots of options with that. My personal opinion with this tablet is I would buy something else for $150. If they dropped it to $100, then it might be an option, but I would probably still go with the Click and Kids tablet. Thanks for watching, and this has been Ryan with KidsTabletWiFi.com, and you guys have a great day.